Alright, hey, what's up? Today, I just wanted to make a video and talk about my experience with the Disney College program and like my experience just kind of applying, interviewing, all that jazz. So I kind of touched on what was going to happen in my Get Ready With Me video, but things have changed, so I wanted to make a little update. I wanted to put this out on May 18th because that's a very special date, and you'll understand why in a second because I'll talk about it in the video. I just wanted to talk about how I got NLIC'd from the DCP. Yikes. Okay. So I guess I'll just get right into it. So I applied to the Disney College program on February 2nd, and I immediately got an email for my web-based interview, and I was like kind of shocked because I didn't really think that it was gonna like take like 2 seconds. Like I literally got it as soon as I like sent in my application, and I don't know if they do have keywords. Personally, I didn't look up keywords to put in my resume or whatever. I already had my resume done. Yeah, so I got my WBI email and I waited a couple days to do my WBI because I lived on campus at the time and I had classes all day Monday. I had class from 9 to 12 and then 5:30 to 9, so I didn't really have time to do the WBI. So I came home on Tuesday to do the WBI with my mom because I just didn't want to do it alone. I didn't really trust myself. Not that I didn't trust myself, but I wanted like a second opinion. So I had my mom help me with the WBI. It didn't really take that long. It's basically just personality questions. It's like a personality test. It's not really like an interview like they say. I'm pretty sure it's the same for everyone who is trying to work at Disney. So even if you're not doing the DCP, if you're doing like some Disney program, I'm pretty sure it's the same. So we did that, and when you finish, it either sends you straight to a page that says you are moving on to the phone interview process, or you are not and you are now no longer in consideration. I got the web page that said, congratulations, you're moving on to the phone interview process, wait for an email. And I was like, cool. I got an email that night, which was 24 hours after I sent in my application and 24 hours until I had to do my WBI. And it said, you only have 24 hours to complete your WBI, please complete it. And I was like, I already did it. Like, I was so nervous because I was like, what does that mean? Like, I already did my WBI. So I clicked on the link again and I was like, okay, I'll just take it again. Like, it's fine. So I click on the link and it says, you've already completed your WBI. There's nothing we can do. Here's a hotline number if you have any questions or like if you're having technical issues or whatever. So I was like, oh no, why is it sending me to this webpage? I was like, Mom, like, what should I do? And she was like, just call the phone number. And the phone number wasn't for Disney. It was for whatever company administers the test, like the WBI test. So I called them and I was on hold, I think for like 15 to 20 minutes. And it was late at night, like it was almost 10 o'clock. So they pick up and I was like, hi, I am applying for the Disney College program and I just took the WBI from your company, but I got an email from Disney saying that I didn't take the WBI yet, but your website's not letting me take it again. I don't know really what's going on. Can you just check to make sure that you got it and that Disney's getting it and whatever? And she was like, yeah, sure. So she checked. She said that they were getting it. She gave me a phone number for Disney. She said, if you still don't get the email confirms that you passed your WBI, please call Disney. Here's their phone number. Call them tomorrow morning. And the next morning, I actually got the email that everyone else was getting, like on all the Facebook groups. Everyone was getting a email that said, we have too many applicants at this time to schedule all of the phone interviews, but just please wait for the email. It is coming. But yeah, I just wanted to put that in here because it was like a weird technical issue that no one on YouTube that I've watched was talking about. So I was very nervous that it just doesn't happen. So if it happens to you, it does happen. Sometimes it's just like, I don't know, it was just like a glitch in the system. I don't really actually know what it was. So I got my phone interview, waitlist, email, whatever, but it was like a Monday, because Mondays are usually when they like give out acceptances and when they give out like phone interview emails to schedule them. I didn't really know that before, but like I figured it out from like all the group chats and stuff. So I got my phone interview email and I scheduled it for February 16th, and I actually have like vlog footage from that day when I was like doing it that I'll put in here, like when it fits the story. So I got my phone interview. I had to wait a week-ish. It was 6 days. So I had like an entire week to kind of study for the phone interview. I was watching a lot of YouTube videos. I was making sure that I had my answers written down to questions that other people on YouTube were getting. I was kind of just like stressing out for an entire week. I probably should have done it Thursday, but I didn't think I was going home Thursday. And I wanted to be at my house, not in my apartment. I wanted to make sure that I had good cell signal, all that jazz, which there was still an issue with, but we'll get to that. Sunday comes around. They could call me between 1:30 and 2 because they can call you 15 minutes before and 15 minutes after. I just remember I was like so nervous. I was running around the house trying to find like a Disney thing. I was trying to find a Disney shirt and I can't find one. The amount of times that my family goes to Disney, you would have thought that like we would have like a vintage Disney jumper or something. No, we don't have anything. So I'm gonna go with my mom to the Disney store and get like a jumper or something so I can wear it while I'm doing my interview, because I feel like a fake fan if I'm not wearing a Disney thing. I had Disney crap all over my desk because I wanted to like get in that mood. I drank out of a Disney mug that morning. I was just like so Disneyed out. So this is my current look. I'm really nervous. Okay, I probably should be sitting at my desk, but I just realized that this hat that my mom gave me matches my shirt perfectly because it has Goofy and Donald on the back. Oh my god, that's so cute. I have Goofy, Donald, Mickey. Oh, okay, I'm gonna stop because I'm in the window now and I'm really nervous, but yeah, so the phone interview lasted about just under 20 minutes. I don't actually know because my phone cut out halfway through, which was really scary. I was talking to the woman who was interviewing me. I'm pretty sure her name was Tina. I was freaking out about the name the whole time. That's a whole other thing. I'm so bad with names. Like when everyone on YouTube was like, you need to remember their name, you need to write their name down so that you can say it at the end of the interview and be like, thank you, blah blah blah. And I was freaking out because I was like, I'm bad at names. Even if I hear a name, I think I heard it wrong. Yeah, I had a little freak out after about the name because I was nervous. But yeah, I was talking to her and then she was in the middle of asking me a question. I'm pretty sure it was like a pretty important question too. It was like, I'm pretty sure it was about attractions because I had attractions on my list. She was like, are you willing and able to, and then it cuts out and I was like, I think I said hello 3 times and then it just like completely cut out. I was so nervous. I was like, oh my god, what happened? And I was sitting at my desk and I remember getting up and like going to run to the door and be like, Mom! But I was so nervous that she was gonna call me back or like that she was kind of still on the line and she could hear me even though it hung up. So I just kind of like ran to the door and then I was like, no, I should wait in case she calls me back. Call me back and she was like, hello, is this Caroline? And I was like, hi, sorry, I don't know what happened. She was like, yeah, like what? That was weird. And then at the end, I like said her name, but she was kind of still talking. And then I was like, what if I said her name wrong? What if it was Nina, not Tina? I was having a mental breakdown afterwards. But yeah, so I finished the phone interview. I was quite nervous because I didn't know if she heard me say her name or if the phone cutting out was gonna like be a part of the whole how the interview went and like it would be my fault because I didn't have cell service or something. I don't know. Since I had it on Sunday, she said you can hear back as soon as tomorrow or as late as April 17th. Another important thing about the interview. During the interview, she asked me if my dates were correct, and when I applied for fall 2020, but when I was in the interview, I was like, actually, I was wondering if I could move up to fall advantage because I would much rather go as soon as possible since I'm graduating. I don't really want to have to wait the whole summer to go. Like I might as well just spend my whole summer there working, making money, having fun. And she was like, yeah, totally fine. You can totally do that. I'll change that for you right now. So yeah, at the end of the interview, she said you can hear back as early as tomorrow or as late as April 17th. But April 17th was kind of like a month before I was planning on leaving. And I was like, that's a little late to hear back. Like I was really nervous. And I had heard most people hear back within like 5 days. People like post that in like the Facebook group. They'll be like, oh, how many days did it take you to hear back? And then they'll have like a whole comment thread of like 5 days, 4 days, 3 days, 2 weeks, 1 week. So I was really nervous because it seemed like a lot of people who heard back later got NLIC'd, and I just wasn't confident in my phone interview because of all the crap that happened and everything. And it was coming up on like 2 weeks, and I was like, if it's over 2 weeks, like I'm pretty sure you get NLIC'd. Like I feel like that's a thing. I don't know. I don't think that's a thing. Don't listen to me if I said that, because I'm pretty sure people heard back 2 months later and they got in. But it was just, I was just very nervous because a lot of people heard back within days, and it took me 2 weeks to hear back. Yeah, I heard back on a Wednesday. That was another thing. So I don't know if the Monday thing is like always the same. So I heard back on a Wednesday. It was March 5th, and I had actually gotten accepted to the Disney College program, and I got accepted to be in attractions. I was so excited, but I was a little nervous because I heard that attractions also included parking, and I was like, oh no, I don't want to be in parking. I know that people who have been in parking loved it, but I would much rather be on a ride than be in parking. I think anyone could say that. I didn't want to get cast as parking. I don't know. I was just like, I don't know if that's anyone's first choice, honestly, but I was like, attractions, that's awesome. Great. I love that. I really wanted Haunted Mansion or Tower of Terror, and I know those are like really difficult to get, but I just like really wanted them. I was like, oh, that would be the dream. I also didn't care if I got like Spaceship Earth or something, but Spaceship Earth's closed now. I mean, all of it's closed now, but Spaceship Earth is closed as of now for like renovations and stuff, right? I'm pretty sure. Anyway, so I heard back, and I was actually on spring break. I was down at my grandparents' house with my grandma and my aunt, and we were sitting watching a movie, and I was on my phone just like scrolling through Instagram, whatever, and I got the email, and it said no reply, and I was like, I clicked on it without even really realizing. I kind of like wanted to swipe it away, but I clicked on it by accident, and then I read it, and it said congratulations, and I was like, oh my god, and my grandma was sitting next to me over here, my aunt was in the kitchen, and they were like, what happened, and I was like, I got it, like I got in, and it was so cute. They were like jumping up and down, like my aunt ran over and hugged me, like it was just so cute and wholesome, and I was so happy. And I immediately called my mother. I was like, I got in, like I did it, and she was like, oh my god, like yay. And she was so excited for me the whole time. Like she thought I was gonna get it, and I was like, I don't know, like I don't want to think I'm gonna get it, because obviously it was the first time I was applying, and I just like, I wasn't sure, I didn't know. So I immediately paid my fees, I think that night, and then I picked my dates, which was May 18th to January 7th, and I wanted to do January 21st, but that one was already full, so I couldn't do that. So I just did January 7th. I wanted to get there as soon as possible, but I couldn't leave on the 11th because my grandma was still going to be here for my graduation. I just had to wait until, I think it was March 18th, to sign up for housing and get a parking pass and all that kind of stuff. March 18th came around. I signed up for housing. I did random because I couldn't find anyone on the groups. I think it was just because I wasn't as active as a lot of other people, but I also didn't really care. I was like, whatever. I kind of was just like, I'm gonna be sharing a room anyway, don't really care who I share it with, it'll be fine no matter what. And I was gonna have my car down there. They actually had new housing available as well. It was like Flamingo Court, I think, which looked really nice, and you had the possibility of getting your own room, but it's like twice as expensive as everything else. So I was like, I don't really want to pay twice as much just to have my own room. I really don't care that much, especially since it was my own money coming out of it. Like, obviously I wanted to get paid as much as I possibly could. So I was like, I'm gonna go for the cheaper options. I really don't care. And then I just had to wait for my itinerary email and my location email. And those come, I think, a week before you're supposed to leave. And then April 7th comes around, and I get an email with the like, do not reply, Disney College email. And I was like, I understand why they're emailing us. There's a global pandemic going on around us as we speak. But I didn't expect what I got in that email. Basically, the email said, sorry, you're not going anymore. And I was like, great. So basically what the email was, every program from May and June were not going to be going. So Fall Advantage was canceled, just completely canceled, not rescheduled to the fall, canceled. Just no, like we just weren't going. And I remember I was so upset. I like went downstairs and I was like, they canceled it. They canceled my Disney College program. And my mom was like, I was expecting that. In hindsight, obviously, they're gonna cancel it. It makes sense. There's no way that we're gonna have social gatherings above 3 people that are legal on May 18th. I knew that before, but I kind of figured, I was like, oh, maybe they'll just push it back. Maybe they'll make it August, and we'll just all go in August. So I thought I was still going. I just didn't think I was going on the 18th of May. Turns out I'm not going at all. And I actually do have the little NLIC no longer in consideration on my account for the Disney applications. So I am no longer in consideration and no longer going to the Disney College program in May, which it makes sense. It's just upsetting because it was my post-grad plans. I didn't apply for jobs because I got this one. And I was really excited to see like what job I was gonna do, what ride I was gonna be working, if I was working a ride. I was really just excited to like know how it all worked and like live there and work for Disney. Like I was so excited, and it was gonna look so good on my resume, because having Disney on your resume when you're in film, like duh, your girl wants to work for Marvel. Or like ABC News, like I want to work in like news or something, and like ABC hit me up, but they ain't gonna hit me up anymore because I'm no longer in consideration. It's fine. I'm really not bitter. Like I understand what's going on in the world right now, and I understand why everything happened. I will be applying again for the DCP. I hope I get it a second time. And I hope I keep it this time. I just wanted to make this video as a little update because I know a lot of people actually don't know what happened, or why I'm not going, or that I'm not going, because I told a lot of people that I was going. This is just kind of my like way of telling everyone I'm not going anymore. Let me know if you like have any of the same issues with your DCP phone interview or your WBI. Like I feel like just everything went wrong for me in every part of the process. Even when I got accepted, it went wrong. So I don't know. I guess that's the end of this video. Thank you for watching. I know the title was kind of a lie, but it's not a lie because I have no longer in consideration on my account. I hope the wind wasn't too bad. It's really windy today. At least a tree didn't fall in the house, you know? I don't want to say that actually, because you know what? A tree's probably gonna fall in the house now. Alright. Bye.